Alright, I'm ready.
Hello. There we go. Alright.
So how many of you have one of these? Everybody. Okay, how many of you use it daily and carry it with you everywhere? Yay, I remember. So, not only could this water bottle save you money and improve your health, it could also help the planet. Since I started carrying one, I have felt a lot better physically. I have more energy, I have more motivation, I want to exercise and eat better because when you're drinking large amounts of water, you just generally feel healthier, right? Does anybody get that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my purpose is to inspire my audience to use a reusable water bottle instead of disposable plastic bottles because I'm going to tell you all about how bad they are for the environment. So, we'll start with your health and the environment and how this could help. In 2015, they conducted a study on 120 young, healthy women. A peer-reviewed journal showed that low water intake correlated with negative moods and high water intake correlated with better moods. So basically, women who drank more water are happier. And I imagine it goes for all people. According to the CDC, water is essential to digestion, detoxification, and regulating your body temperature. So everyone knows that water is good for you, but no one really thinks about what that means. Without water, humans can only survive for days, according to nutrition reviews. So in addition to being good for you, it also keeps you looking good, according to WebMD. Dehydration causes skin to look dry and wrinkled, but water helps to keep skin looking good. If any of you use a facial moisturizer, anybody? Yeah? Well, water is like a facial moisturizer that moisturizes from the inside of your body. So knowing that water is essential, the biggest reason that you have to carry a reusable water bottle is that you will drink more water. How many people do you know who only drink water when they're at home? Because that's the only time that you really have access to it, unless you go out and buy a plastic water bottle. Which leads me to plastic water bottles. So let's address the environment. Did you know that there are 2 million tons of plastic water bottles in U.S. landfills today? Each bottle takes over 1,000 years to biodegrade, according to thewaterproject.org. So at 2 million tons of water bottles and 1,000 years for each bottle to degrade, you can just imagine that our landfills will be full of water bottles forever unless we do something about it. Last year, Americans threw away 38 billion water bottles. That's 100 million water bottles every single day, just in America. So you're probably thinking, what about recycling? What if I recycle my bottles? Won't that make a difference? Well, how many people in here do recycling? That's great. You are part of the 23% of Americans who recycle. So has anyone ever heard of a place called Garbage Island? Garbage Island is not an actual island, but instead it's basically a huge area between the United States and Asia where trash has accumulated because of dumping trash in the water on the coast. So as the sun breaks down the plastic by a process called photodegradation, it just floats in this big garbage patch in the middle of the ocean. It's mostly from bits of plastic bags, styrofoam cups, and water bottles and caps. So I'm sure you've all seen the pictures of, dolphins with plastic around their nose, or turtles that outgrew their shell because it has a piece of plastic wrapped around it. This is a big part of that problem. So what can you do? Reusable water bottles. They're available everywhere. This one is at Target for just $4. And it's BPA free and made in the USA. So yeah, you can get them anywhere. You can go to Target or Walmart, or Burlington is a great place to go actually, which is surprising. You could go to the dollar store and get a reusable water bottle. And they're not just boring containers either, like mine. Like this one was actually free because it advertises for a health insurance company. But you can get cute ones, like cute little straw cups. The one that I used to have was a cute like mason jar that was blue and it had a straw in it. And it actually inspired a friend of mine to switch to reusable water bottles just because of how it looked. She viewed it as a fashion accessory. So she gave up plastic water bottles and now she uses the cute cup. And mine unfortunately met its untimely fate when I had it on top of the stroller and it didn't quite fit. And it fell off in Advanced Auto Parts of all places and shattered. So I've switched to plastic because this is basically indestructible. I let my 1-year-old daughter play with it and she carries it around the house and throws it at the wall and it's still standing. I've had it for months. So pictured here is a flat of 24 disposable water bottles by Dasani. This flat costs $20.83, or about 86 cents per bottle. Now, say you're drinking 4 bottles a day. That means that you're going to go through this flat in just a week's time. And that's just if you're drinking 4 bottles of water a day, which most people drink more of. So you're spending $20 a week just on drinking water, which is free from your faucet. Does anyone here have a Brita filter? Yes, we do too. We actually have 2 at our house. We have one for the coffee pot and one that we keep in the fridge for cold water. And Brita filter, you fill it with sink water and it filters it out through carbon and it makes it into drinking water. So 4 bottles a day, which is what you would drink if you're going through a flat of water in a week, is about 1,500 bottles per year. So, knowing that at least 2 of you carry a plastic reusable water bottle around with you all the time, let's say that the other 6 of you, drinking an average of 1 bottle per day, convert to a reusable bottle. Between the 6 of you, you'll spare about 2,000 bottles in a year and about $2,000, saying that each bottle is $1 a piece like they are at the grocery stores. Which these flats of water by Dasani, my mom, when I was a kid, used to go to the store and she'd get 4 flats of these water bottles and they'd go through it in a couple weeks' time because we had a family of 5. And so all that anyone ever drank out of was plastic water bottles. Because it's convenient. But so is this. So go get yourself a reusable bottle and use it. So, to the benefit of your health, your wallet, and the planet, is reusable water bottles. Now a relevant song by Jack Johnson to play me out. I'll drink the water. Does anybody have any questions about reusable water bottles or...
What does BPA mean? BPA free.
BPA, it is an acronym for a really long scientific term for bad stuff that goes in the plastic of your water bottles. It's important that when you go pick out a reusable water bottle, it is BPA free because it's a chemical that gets into the water that you're drinking. You don't want anything to be in your drinking water. Any other questions?
There are some health hazards associated with BPA, are there not?
Yes, there are.
Like, especially stuff that I have vague knowledge about this, like women stuff. Isn't it like a hormone?
I'm actually not sure.
So we're both not sure.
Just I need to do some more research.
I know it's a chemical that's found in a lot of children's products, like bottles.
Yeah, it was found a surprising number of
So-
things recently, which is why the big craze right now is to have bottles be BPA free.
Yeah, well, when I
Basically
worked at
chemical-free.
Kmart, I was in the children's section most of the time. All the stuff would come in, and it would have a little sign on it, BPA free.
Yeah, I guess it's especially
Whatever it
important
is,
for your
it's
kids.
not good to have in your body.
Exactly.
It's like MSG. What is that?
The chemical of monosodium glutamate, I know that.
So what is the most important thing everyone learned about the topic?
I learned that, well, what I've already known before. Water bottles are awesome. Diesel bottles. I don't have mine, sir, which is crazy. I always have it on me. Like, I put, like, lemons and cucumbers in it and stuff.
Yeah. I get I'm thirsty all day if I forget it.
Yeah, and I love it. I think and it's so convenient because, like, you can literally fill it up anywhere. Like, if it's empty, because, like, at work, like, I'll just pass by a water fountain and go, let me refill this. Instead of going down to the cafeteria, buying a water bottle,
Paying for it.
It's like $1.29 for, like really, no.
Or
Really get some free water.
once.
Exactly. I think mine was actually, I think it was like $16, but it's, like, real fancy.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah, you can get nice ones.
Yeah, it lasts. I've dropped it like 1,000 times. So yes, plastic, indestructible. I'm with you.
Thank you.
I learned that going through a pound of water in a week is a normal thing. I thought that was just me. I thought I was drinking too much water. You know, I drink like 5 or 6 bottles of water a day.
Yeah, I got a newborn and I go through 4 cases. And it's nuts.
Okay, and what did the speaker do most effectively?
PowerPoint.
Yeah, PowerPoint was good.
Thank you.
She had her
What? Oh, like actual props, water bottle prop.
Yeah.
The props, not
The
just like
song.
props to you.
Yeah, the musical interlude.
Okay, and what would you suggest the speaker work on for the next speech? I think you did good.
She did already.
You're doing your next speech on the same subject?
No.
next time just try to yell, water bottles are great! Reusable water bottles. But other than that, it's awesome.
Thanks.
Then I guess I would suggest turn your volume.
Can you do that?